quantum of change, daily I Ching energies, and decision theory, how to make decisions. And if you ask yourself what the is I Ching, well, it's a forecasting method of the Chinese Metaphysics and has been used for thousands of years. It is based on trigrams and hexagrams, which you may or may not know from the Feng Shui. And I personally am really grateful for that tool because most of the time it helps me respond to whatever is happening out there so much better. So this is my weekly I Ching reading for you, my forecast for 2024, and we are already in week 32 now. So we are here every Sunday live, 6:15 Brisbane time, 8:15 New Zealand time, 10:15 Germany, and in the Americas it's night, so you can have me for breakfast. So what we do here is we're looking into the energies of the year, the month, and then every single day of the week. Because as I said before, if you know what's coming, you can respond much better and just say, oh, okay, that's the day today. Oh gosh, okay, let's better do that tomorrow. And today we're sweating the small stuff. And if you're watching this on YouTube, by the way, there should be chapters down there soon. And so you can come back on the day and just jump into the chapter of the day and listen to what the day has in store for you, how you can raise your energies, and how this can help you in decision making. So I really hope it is extremely helpful for you, as it was for me. And yes, so let's have a look into what today's energies are. Today we're starting this year energy is 38 opposition, and I talked about it a lot already, so let's make it short. Opposition is also called division, polarizing, and I also call it integrity, because in times of division and in times of polarizing, it's more important than ever to stay with your integrity. Do you think I'm right here, or do you have another opinion? Let me know. Check it out. And that's just what the year energy is about, and we know this is happening all over the place. Good. Month. Last week I told you already that the month energy changed from 6 dedication to 7 officer. This is what it looks like. I don't really call it officer. There are so many different names for it. It's also called the army, and it is about how to bring many different impulses into a direction to succeed. So decision making this month is really about how to work together. I also like to call it co-working. So this month is not about litigation and conflict like last month, so it's about working together. How can we work together to be successful? And also, if there's a decision to make, maybe ask one or the other person. Maybe they have an idea what to do better or anything. This is what this month's energy is about. We should not stay in our bubble. We love to stay in our bubble at the moment, but this month, it's really time to start co-working, start working together like an army to make life better, to make things better for us. That is the energy of this month, which changed last week. And today's energy, especially on the Sunday, and if you followed me last week, you know that number 18, some call it poison, I don't. I stay with the original title, which is working on the Decayed. And I really like that one, because if something's decayed, you should go and should see how to develop your own core. If you're confronted with your weakness, the weakness is the decay. So something has caused conditions to get worse. So now it's working towards the improvement of those conditions. But to do that, we need to remove the cause. And to be able to do that, we need to know what the cause is. So the days like these, number 18, poison, or working on the decay, look on what went wrong. Look back. What is the weakness? What went wrong? What can we repair? What can we work on to make it better? And talking about weaknesses, it's also a good energy to create your superpower. Take your weaknesses, become aware of what is your weakness and how can you use that as your superpower. So if you have anxiety, if you're overly cautious, maybe you can use that to actually identify what is really threatening you here. Just an example. So that is what you can do on number 18, which is today, the Sunday, and how to make decisions on that day. Really look at the weaknesses and how can you make that your main core strength and maybe even your superpower. That would be amazing. So how to raise your energy tomorrow, Monday, which sees the I Ching of number 59, Dispersing, which is also, which is wind on water, by the way. And was there another name for it? No, it's just dispersion. Yeah, okay. And tomorrow, Monday, is about how to let go of old patterns and strategies and orientate oneself new onto collective and united goals. So maybe on the Sunday, you started identifying one of your weaknesses. So on the Monday, it's time to let go of those old patterns maybe. Oh my God, I'm so looking forward to that. I have now a very good idea what I'm going to do tomorrow. So orientate yourself onto a new, maybe collective and united goal. So the picture is the wind on the water, and the wind is dissolving the water by blowing over it. Gentleness is the key. So this is the thing, letting go of old patterns and old strategies that don't work anymore. Gentle. Don't just cut them off. No, I'm not going to do that anymore. No. Gentleness is key here. So what works? What doesn't? Letting go of the old. What doesn't work? Especially old patterns. So maybe it's a new orientation even. And especially letting go of everything that has to do with the ego. You know, embracing your ego and knowing what your ego is about, and then letting that go. And not letting the ego go, just communicating with that and saying, hey, you know what? I don't think this is serving us. Don't you have a better idea? Or something like that. What do you need? And just communicate. How do we raise our energy on the Tuesday? The Tuesday is really funny. Tuesday is 56 traveling. And you know what? On Tuesday, we will be traveling to Europe. I found that's really funny, isn't it? So it's fire on mountain. It's about how to let go of the familiar and established to find your own perfection. And we're going on a holiday. Oh my God. So it's about strange lands and separation. That is what the traveling is all about. It's also called the wanderer. And I personally also like that one to use that one. And the picture is fire on the mountain. So a fire on the mountain cannot be, is short-lived, because on the mountain there's mainly just grass. So the fire has to move on, the clarity has to move on, and the action in the fire has to move on to where is fuel, where is nourishment. And it's only about a short duration. And I find that really funny that we are traveling on the Tuesday. Because that describes the process of traveling, doesn't it? Just going from one space to another, and you don't stay that long until you can come to your destination, especially in our case, because it takes so long. Good. How do we raise our energy on the Wednesday? The Wednesday sees number 12, Stagnation, also called obstruction or standstill. I hope that our plane is not standing still on a Wednesday. And it's about how misunderstandings and egoistic behavior can block sincere intentions. So let's see that we won't have any misunderstandings anywhere on the way. So if you come across a misunderstanding on the Wednesday, make sure that you clear it as soon as possible. Again, no ego. Should not have an ego there. Be here and now. What is happening here and now? Stay with yourself, and don't let everything drift apart. So stay with yourself. So if you come across some confusion on the day, on the Wednesday, you may need to withdraw into seclusion to actually stay with yourself and don't go into that confusion. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Well, and then on the Thursday, what's the energy on the Thursday and how can it help us make decisions? It's number 8, alliance, holding together or union. So like it seems to be a little bit of a theme this week, working together, union, grouping together and being together. So it's a little bit of a not being in you can be in your own bubble, but also asking others what they think about it. You know, it's water on earth, so water flows onto the earth to where it's needed. It flows together. So that's why it is holding together. It's how to use an obvious hint to get back on track, back on your path of intention. That is what's happening on the Thursday. And how do we raise our energy and make our decisions on the Friday, which comes after the Thursday? Yes, it's 51 Thunder. So there's obviously something happening on the Friday. Friday is a stable day, so it won't be too bad, I think. It's mobilizing. So there's also action happening on Thursday. On the Friday, sorry. There's action happening on the Friday. So how to use an obvious hint to get back on track. So it's about looking back, looking forward, correcting what is wrong, similar to like today, but more action. So today, the working on the decay is more an internal thing. On the Thursday, Friday, it's probably more an external thing. Okay. What's happening on the Saturday? So what's happening on the Saturday is really amazing because raise your energy and make decisions. It's 22 called beauty or grace. It's mountain on fire. So the opposite to what we had before. The fire underneath brightens the mountain and illuminates it. So grace brings success, the gracefulness. But because it's and it's about how to bring yourself or content into a beautiful shape. So you could write your newsletter, you could do your podcast, your blog or whatever. That would be a nice day on Saturday to do that. And grace brings success. So is this a successful sign? Initiate day, so you can initiate something on that. Yes. And it's about little things, ornaments, maybe look into your webpage. What can you do better on that? So that is the thing you can do on the Saturday. And what happens on Sunday? How do we raise our energy on the Sunday? And the Sunday is a beautiful sign. The Sunday is 63 accomplished, water on fire. It's after completion. So how to maintain an outcome before it dissolves in changing times. We have changing times. We live in changing times. So when you've accomplished something, then really enjoy it. It's the day to enjoy. It's a time of climax and therefore also a time of caution. The transition is complete. So it seems on the Sunday we got over our jet lag maybe. So it is to really acknowledge that then the change is imminent. It's just the change is just what is happening after something is completed. Nothing stays the same all the time. So yeah, interesting week. Not as much happening in my opinion as energetically as last week, where we also had the Lion's Gate on the 8th of the 8th. So let's see what we can do, what we can handle, how we bring our energies to life this week. With Sunday working on the decay, Tuesday the dispersion, Monday the dispersion, Tuesday the traveling, Wednesday stagnation, Thursday alliance, so together with other people, Friday the thunder, which will taking action, Saturday the beauty, and Sunday accomplished after the completion. So let's see what we can do there. And next Sunday, yes, exactly, I will see you from Europe. I will be here for you, same time for you. So I will be 10:15 German time on here. And let's see what we can then find in that week. I will look forward to it. And if you like what you see, let me know. Flip me some comment, or let me know, or tell your friends and come again and let me know if it is helpful, or if you have anything other opinions. I would love that. See you again next Sunday here. Bye for now.